Hello chess fans, this is Rick from Chess to Impress with number 74 in the series Viewers Games. This one is from Ovidiu from Romania, and he writes, I started playing in January and decided to share one of my games with you to get some constructive feedback. I'm sending you my last game on chess.com. It was a 15-minute game with a 10-second increment at the 1100 rating level, but I really feel that it can be quite instructive. I played with the white pieces, I'm not very good at analyzing, but below is what I was thinking during the game. I would really like to receive your feedback on this. Let's have a look at Ovidiu's game. He played against Victor Letendre, and Ovidiu had a rating of 1141 and his opponent 1146. Ovidiu plays under the name of Frankie on chess.com. Ovidiu opened e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, and Ovidiu plays the Scotch with d4. Black took, knight takes, and bishop c5. And Ovidiu writes, his fourth move was a bit strange from my perspective, and even though I had to move the knight 3 times in the opening, I still feel I got a more active position than him. In fact, bishop c5 is the main move against the Scotch, so it was not such a strange move from black. Here bishop e3 is the main move, and Ovidiu's choice is the second most favorite option, which is knight takes c6. And now black does not take back, but he plays queen f6. Black knows his theory. This is the main move, not taking back but playing queen f6 with a checkmate threat on f2. Queen d2 is the main move here, and then black takes with the d-pawn. But Ovidiu plays bishop e3 instead to defend against a checkmate. That means his pawns will now get doubled. Bishop takes, f takes, and here queen takes b2 is an option, very greedy, but black just takes back the knight on c6. Knight c3 from Ovidiu. Queen d4 is a better move, attacking the pawn on g7, and black is in a bit of trouble. He cannot really play knight f6, because then there is e5, which is very unpleasant for black. So queen d4 would have been a good option. But as said, knight c3 was played by Ovidiu, also not a bad move at all. Black develops. Bishop b5 hitting the queen, and the queen goes to c5. Queen d3. Both players castle, and queen g5 played after 1 minute and 50 seconds of thought. Black plays a lot of queen moves. This is the 4th queen move in 11 moves that this game is in progress. Knight e2, d6, knight f4, rerouting the knight, a6 kicking the bishop, bishop back to c4, and rook e8 from black. Here knight d5 is the strongest move, which Ovidiu did not play. You can now not take that pawn on e4, because then there is knight takes c7, forking both rooks. The best move for black after knight d5 is to take that knight, bishop takes, and white is slightly better. But after rook e8, Ovidiu decided to play rook f3. And now black can take a pawn. And he did. Rook takes e4, wins a pawn, and even though white is compensation, a pawn is a pawn, as the saying goes. Bishop d5 is a mistake from Ovidiu, because now black can win material. Black did not see it. He thought for 53 seconds but did not find the move rook takes f4. And why is that winning material? Because then the bishop is unprotected now that the knight has gone. E takes f4 and queen takes d5. Black has won 2 minor pieces for the rook, and he was already a pawn up. But black did not find that move. He played rook e5, saving his rook. Rook g3 from Ovidiu, and he writes, in the middle game I tried to get potential out of his exposed queen, and I'm not sure if I should have tried to kick her back earlier than I did on move 17, which is this move. Well, the answer is there's no really need to kick a queen back unless she is in a very dominant position. but it's nice to put your pieces in better positions with a gain of time against the queen, as you are doing here. So I think you played it quite well, Ovidiu. f5 is the best square for the queen according to the engine, but black thought for 1 minute and 38 seconds and moved his queen to h4 instead, which is also fine. And now let's look at this move from Ovidiu. Very brave and very creative. He played knight g6. As I said, brave and creative, but not very good objectively. But having said this, if it wins you the game, it is a good move. Black will have to play very precise to refute this very bold move, knight g6. It is a fork. The white knight is attacking queen and rook. So you really have to take that knight, and that is indeed the best move. Black did not do that. Then queen takes g6. You cannot take the queen because of the pin. Bishop g4 is really the only move, but it does give black a big advantage. Bishop takes f7 check is possible. It looks very scary for black, but he can go to f8, and more natural is h8, and black has a winning position with his extra material. But it looks scary, and I can understand that black did not want to go for this. He probably panicked a bit after knight g6. He did not take the piece. He played queen h6, saving his queen. But that gives up the rook on e5. And Ovidiu took it. D takes e5, and now rook f1. White now has extra material. A strong attack against black's king, and black's queen side is still undeveloped. White has a big advantage. Black is in big trouble. The best way to play according to the engine is knight takes d5, take that very strong bishop off the board, queen takes d5, and then bishop e6, developing that bishop and allowing black to bring the rook into the game. It doesn't really help black that much, as white is now going to take pawns on the queen side. So even the best continuation according to the engine does not give black anything. So what to do? Black decided on knight g4 after only 7 seconds of thought. It does threaten mate in 1, but it allows mate in 2. And Ovidiu found it. It took him 1 minute and 8 seconds to make sure it was indeed mate in 2. He played it, bishop takes f7 check, very strong move. And the king can only go to f8 or h8. Black went to h8. And queen d8 is checkmate, and Ovidiu won this game in 22 moves with a nice attack at the end. Ovidiu sent me one other game, a bullet game, and because this game is so short I decided to show you that bullet game as well. Let's have a look. And it turns out that bullet game is even shorter. Ovidiu says, this was a bullet game, 1 minute and no increment on chess.com. I think it can instruct people why the rule of to take is a mistake does not apply in bullet. My opponent did a good job defending pieces and avoiding exchanges. At some point he probably thought he got a much better position than mine. Fun game to play, hopefully it will also be a fun line to review, even though it is quite short. Well, let's have a look. Ovidiu, Frankie on chess.com, had a rating of 641 in bullet, and his opponent has an unpronounceable name and he had a rating of 607. e4 from Ovidiu, d6, knight f3, and here knight f6 is the main move, but knight c6 is played by black. d4, e6, bishop e3, a6, Ovidiu kicks the knight, knight ce7, Ovidiu takes, and here bishop takes e6 seems more logical, developing that bishop, but black took with the pawn. Knight c3, knight f6, e5, also playing that central pawn up. Knight d7, d takes e5 makes more sense, but black played the knight back. E takes d6, c takes d6, and now queen takes d6 wins a pawn, but Ovidiu played knight e4 instead. Here knight f5 is a good move, or knight d5, but black blundered. He played d6, d5, and the game was over on the next move. It took Ovidiu only 1 second to find the checkmate move. Knight e4 to d6, and the black king is smothered by its own pieces. Ovidiu also wins this game. Quite entertaining. Thank you, Ovidiu, for sending me these games. Hope you enjoyed Ovidiu's adventures in these 2 games. If you would like your game to be analyzed on the Chess to Impress YouTube channel, please send the game by email to me at classroomchess64@gmail.com. There's a waiting list, but I will eventually get to your game. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe to the Chess to Impress channel, and please leave a comment. If you like the video, it would be great if you could share it on social media by clicking the share button on YouTube. This is Rick for Chess to Impress. Thank you for watching.